Alright, everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation, it's I, Craft Chest, here to show you a neat little build that I did from the parts that I didn't use on the A10 7890K build. And what this is a computer that I built for Fallon. This is going to be her very own computer at her house that she can play limited games on it, which is Terra, is her game of choice. That's what she always wants to do, is check on her horse. We have to check on the horse. And she likes to go swimming, and there's lots of water in Terra, as everybody knows. And what this is the A6 5400K Trinity from AMD. It is an APU, but we're not using the APU at all. I don't even have drivers loaded for the APU on here. What we went with is the R7 252 gig that I did not end up using in my build, because now that I have the 2400 overclock RAM by Team Dark, it actually runs better on the APU than it did with the GPU, strangely enough. So we took that card out, put her together a computer, which I'll show you right quick, very briefly. It's the same computer case. Let me swing this around. It's the same computer case as I have. It's the DIY, as you see right here, DIY PC, and it's the same one that I have. We're also using the AS Rock A88M ITX AC Bolton 4, so that we can eventually in the future upgrade that chip. But for right now, it's beautiful. This works quite nicely, and I might add, while I'm making this video, I am doing this using Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi works quite nicely, and I do have to put an RMA in on one of the actual antennas that decided the little pin that snaps onto the Wi-Fi card itself just fell off. I don't know why it fell off, but it did while I was trying to get it on there. I wasn't forceful or anything like that. It just fell off while I was trying to plug it in. And I kept wondering, why didn't it just snap it on like the other one? And that's why. So let's have a look right here, show you a little bit more combat and just how smooth it is, even on Wi-Fi. And this build, technically, if you really think about it, this right here is like a $200 build. Period. $200. So yeah, it's going to work for their purposes over there, and this is the computer we deem Fallon 1, and that's all I'm going to do. This right here, just to show you some of the beauty of this world. Wait, Control Z. There we go. Let's show you some of the world here of Terra. Very smooth edges, very fluid gameplay in here. I'm really surprised, but not surprised at the same time, because a lot of this tech, the 1866 RAM, the 5600K, I was actually using for a media center on the other Gigabyte F288XM Bolton 4. Look at there, birds in the sky, very deep color, very vivid, even on medium settings here. And it will run high, because when I first logged in, when it auto-detected at medium high. But right here, this is plenty. This will work, and eventually we will upgrade that chip to either an X4 860 or an X4 880 and be done with it, because it doesn't need anything else. So quite pleased with this, how it came together. It was a little bit of a pain, and it took a lot of time to get certain drivers and the servers packs, and that first initial Windows update, etc., building a PC. All right, but that's it. I just wanted to show you that very briefly, what we did with the other parts. And all I had to do was buy the motherboard and a case, and the case swallows this motherboard, by the way. The motherboard's only 7 inches by 7 inches square. And eventually, maybe we might drop down to even a console version of this, if we can find one to hold the card. That'd be neat, or just leave it alone, because it works just fine. It ain't bothering me, as long as it works. I really wanted to try this board as well, because I do have a mini case that I might do an A10 build for later on, and that'll be a new project. I don't know if I will or not. I really want to get on to the Intel build. Yeah, the Intel build. Oh my gosh, I want to do that Skylake build with the i7. And what else can I say? So Fallon 1 complete. I love it, and I'm going to deliver it to them when I get home from work, because I'm actually on lunch right now. I had to come home, make sure everything loaded properly. I was doing some repair to this, because I forgot to turn the go to sleep function off while it was downloading Terra and Diablo and all that. Oh yeah, and I did play Diablo in here. Diablo 3 plays quite nicely on this PC. Very, very, very nicely on high settings. There you go. All right, it is a craft of the mind, everybody. Go out there and have some fun. And this is the A6 5400K Trinity build that we did. Fallon 1, Ruler of Kingdoms.